All right, we have time. Let's break down this thing called womanism. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No simping, no matrix. So we're going to break down what womanism is. The people who coined the phrase, they tried to attach the phrase to black women. But if you paying attention and you understand what womanism is, you know that a lot of women of other races are womanists as well. Some define womanism as black feminists, the black woman feminist. But again, let's get into what this thing called womanism is. Womanism is basically a womanist woman is a woman who supports and takes up for, if you will, women in certain situations. It's very closely aligned with feminism, but it's not feminism. It's usually disguised under feminism. Like I told you, like some people define womanism as black feminists, like black women that are feminists. So, but some guys act womanist as well. In particular, the ones who take up for the women who are the topic of discussion. So, this is how a womanist talks. You say something like, man, Kim Kardashian ain't all that. She had a sex tape with Ray J. A womanist would say something like, y'all act like Kim Kardashian did that by herself. Taking up for her. Womanists support and take up for other women no matter what. Well, they should get child support, even though this woman cheated, this woman hit him in the head with a lamp, this woman got him fired from his job. A womanist will still say, well, they still deserve child support. A womanist will say things like, why you saying that about her? That's the mother of your child. This is how wominists talk. A male with womanist views would say things like, man, you act like you ain't got no mama or no sisters, man. How y'all be on here bashing women. Like, most guys that I listen to, they don't bash women, man. Like, they just talk about some of the things they experience and some of the things people that they know have experienced. But people will say you bashing women just because you say child support, the family court, child support, alimony, all that stuff is unfair. They'll try to say that you're bashing women. Bashing. Womanists use insult. They use shame tactics. A womanist will say something like, well, I might weigh 400 pounds, but if you don't like it, you can do that. I can't believe you making fun of my weight. We women, we have kids and we this. That's how women talk. Well, what about women though? What about y'all men? Y'all cheat too. Y'all want to talk about our high body count. What about you? You want to talk about women, but you a dusty. This is how women talk. Women support women no matter what. No matter what they've done, no matter what they've said. They'll try to, this is how women talk. Yeah, Tom Brady acting sad over Giselle. Tom Brady is ego tripping. But once he gets over himself, he gonna enjoy his life. See, he can't handle rejection. He got all them Super Bowl. He win, successful. A lot of guys like that can't really handle defeat. They can't handle not being successful. But a woman is to look at Tom Brady and Giselle and say something like, yeah, they say Giselle was the best woman he ever had. Because what women do is they don't base things on facts. They base things on feelings. It's feelings over facts with a womanist woman. And if you mess around and marry somebody, let's say, like when you first marry somebody, sometimes you just don't know exactly what they are inside. But the womanist, when those views start coming out, it's gonna sting. It's gonna sting you. Because you're gonna be like, what did I get myself into? It's like you're gonna argue it. A womanist is contentious. And you know how the Bible says a contentious is better for a man to dwell on the rooftop than in a house with a contentious woman? Because y'all gonna see stuff on TV all day. Yeah, but what about it? You watching them guys on YouTube. What about what they do? That's not the real reality of things. That's not the reality. The internet is fake. Wominists downplay what they don't agree with. Wominists, you also have what I would call an emotionalist, which is very closely tied to womanism. And I'm going to show you how. Again, the emotionalists, remember the George Floyd stuff? Man, that ain't right, man. Black lives matter. All lives matter. Black lives matter. If you say all lives matter to an emotionalist, they're going to get triggered. If you say all, ain't that including black? But again, an emotionalist base everything off of how they feel about it. This is how Biden got in office. They cheated for Biden through their emotions. Well, we're going to do whatever we got to do to get Trump out of there. Emotions. Not looking at the stats, not looking at the job he was doing. Like if you get rid of the Stormy stuff and grabbing PUSS, and you look at the job that he did, you have to admit that he did a better job than Obama, and he definitely did a better job than Biden. But an emotionalist, a black emotionalist in particular, will think, man, I'm voting Democrat no matter what. If you try to be friends with an emotionalist, y'all just gonna fall out. Just like if you try to marry a womanist, y'all just gonna fall out. Like if you an alpha or you a masculine type of guy and you try to marry a womanist, man, you in for it. A womanist will fall for the guy that caters to her feelings the most. So if you a dude like, man, I'm sticking to the truth. The womanist at your job ain't gonna like you. The womanist at your church ain't gonna like you. And neither will the emotionalist because they tied together, man. Man, these people, man, goodness gracious. So, women base everything or almost everything on how they feel about it, not the facts. A womanist would take up for Jada Pinkett with the August stuff. You see how that worked? I gotta watch these people because for one, it's a red light. You're not supposed to be driving that fast. Okay, now it turned green. You're supposed to be slowing down before you hit somebody's backside. So, a woman is to be like, yeah, well, Will wasn't putting it down. Will this, Will that. They won't look at what Jada did. They'll look at Will. Because see, women is male and female. They don't want to face the facts about female behavior and female nature. A lot of these male content creators are womanists. They just a competition guy. When they see other guys, they just automatically competing with them. And no, nothing against short guys, but sometimes it be a lot of them. I'm telling you. Like even in this area, like I come in, I'm 6'2". I'm almost 6'3". Guys, I'm just minding my own business, trying to do my work, trying to get my food, whatever I'm doing. They sizing me up. They looking at me more than the women. Because a male with womanist views and a male emotionalist, he gon' everything, you can't be friends with these type. Because everything is a competition. Everything is a competition. Like some things you should compete, but some things shouldn't be no competition. When it comes to how men are getting done in court, it shouldn't be no competition. You should be like, well, okay, well, you know, sometime that go the other way. Yeah, I do. But a womanist will look at it like, man, them his kids. He should be willing to pay child support. Even though some of these women will take the child support and buy their boyfriend birthday gifts, take their boyfriend out to dinner, buy their boyfriend Christmas gifts with money that he gave her to support the kids. This is what they do, man. I'm telling you. And everybody be like, well, why didn't he leave? Like when Marvin Hagler died, people was saying, why didn't he leave his money to those kids? Womanists. Because if you're looking at the whole thing, he had a nasty divorce with his first wife. We don't know what exactly went down, but for all we know, he probably knew. He said, well, I'm not leaving them nothing because all they're going to do is give it to her. Some guys think like that. And they will. A lot of these kids will. Your ex-wife been drag you through the mud. You leave your kids millions of dollars and they gonna give it to her. They gonna make her nice and comfortable. See? So this is why, but a womanist will say every guy that thinks this way is a deadbeat. He a deadbeat. He ain't leave his kids nothing, but you don't know all the details. It ain't that he ain't want to leave his kids nothing. He just didn't want her to have it. Now, let's look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali never went on record to say that any of his marriages, I don't remember him talking down on any of his marriages. He left his kids to split between them what he had. He left his wife and his kids even split of what he had. Now, different situation than Marvin Hagler. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. He was definitely marvelous. Marvin Hagler, it's like he was so calm in the ring, like that you ain't even think he was gonna throw punches. And next thing you know, bap bap bap, he done knocked somebody out. But then some of them, I believe he could have knocked a lot of those guys out. He just wanted to just fight them. Like when he fought John the Beast Mugabe, like I think he just wanted to beat him up. Mugabe was throwing him back though. I mean, that was a good fight. We used to have every fight when we was little. Like almost every match. And it ain't gonna be no different on the 29th. I'm definitely gonna have Spence versus Crawford. So, but this is how women are though. No matter what, that's why they said it all started. Like the term came from the reactions of black women during those days, like with the poetry and with this and with that. and with sharing their feelings. So they try to equate it to black women, but it's not just black women. Like, any woman can be like a womanist in her views. And again, womanism and emotionalism are closely entrenched. And this is why a lot of people got triggered with George Floyd when he was calling for his mama. Again, womanism and emotionalism are closely entrenched. Oh, I gotta do something. I just feel. They say, I just feel. So, a womanist or an emotionalist, let's talk about emotionalists in close. An emotionalist will lose sight of the job that police officers do day after day in these communities, because the few people got pulled over for petty stuff and a few people died at the hands of them. Emotionalists say, well, these police are brutal, F these pigs, and calling them pigs and stuff like that, because an emotionalist is not looking at the facts. The facts are, without police officers, a lot of these communities would be completely in chaos. When people see a police squad car, they automatically start driving different. Some of them turn their radio down. But an emotionalist, like, man, F these cops. I don't like none of them. And I know, because I worked in corrections all those years. Some people come in with an attitude out the gate against correctional officers. But over time, like, some of them, when they see how you do things, they start thinking different. Some of them you ain't gonna reach. A lot of them you can. But I'm gonna close. Yeah, womanism basically looks at she's a single mother without looking at, is there a reason why she's a single mother? Is any of it her fault? The womanists don't look at any of it being her fault. The womanists won't believe that none of these women are running guys off. You know, they're going to think that these guys just leaving because they don't want to assume their responsibility. That's how womanists think. Because again, womanism, emotionalism, hand in hand. But if you want me to talk further on this subject, just put it in the comments if you have any questions. I'm back to my headquarters. So stay tuned for more videos. Hit the like button. So the like button, hitting the like button will basically make it a little harder for them to, how can I say this? A little harder for them to shadow ban my content. When you hit the like button, all of y'all, if you like it, you should be hitting the like button. If you don't, you should be hitting the dislike button. But either way, the like and the dislike button will limit the ability to shadow ban this content. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps you guys understand some of the things that we hear at work, at home. You know, a lot of people is womanists. Do not be conversating with womanists about anything that's not shallow and superficial. And don't try to shoot your shot at work with no womanist, because they might just get you fired. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more content, for more subjects. This is the All Subjects channel.